Hello, everyone, and welcome to another episode of the Bola Bola Show podcast. Now, we are still in the middle of the MCO because of COVID-19. Not much of football action going on out there, but there's plenty of football to talk about. So this week is a special episode. We have a future guest in our podcast. But before we bring them in, once again, I'd like to introduce you, our regular host, Elwin. How's it going?
Hey, it's going well. Everything is going well. Still locked at home, but we still get to move these things, get the ball rolling. So great to have our guests on board.
Yep. And of course, Bala. How about you, Bala? How's it going?
I actually started working already, but under essential service. So
Nice.
kind of lucky I still can go and see the sun.
Okay, good for you.
Yes, so delighted to having two visitors in our group.
All right.
Hope guys enjoy this show as well.
Okay, so without further ado, we'd like to bring in our guests. You probably might have seen them on Twitter, impressed with the things they've done so far. It's a team from the East Coast of Malaysia, none other than Kerteh FC. And we have the honor of having both the number one, number two person of the club, the VP, Razeman and En Khusyairi, who is the Vice President. Welcome to the Bola Bola Show, everyone.
All right, thank you,
Welcome,
Steven.
guys.
Thank you for inviting us to this show.
All right. So first question, of course, just introduce yourself and, if there's anything you would like the listeners to know more about you guys.
All right. Good evening, everyone. Assalamualaikum. I'm Razeman and En You can call me Razeman. A little bit from us is that I stay at Kerteh almost 10 years now.
I see.
So we're going on the football perspective. I think it's happening right now at Kerteh. You can see.
Okay.
Alright.
And you, Khusyairi?
Okay, my name is Khusyairi. Good evening to all. My name is Khusyairi. Also with Razeman, I'm now 10 years in Kerteh, working at Kerteh. Actually, quite similarity with Razeman. Actually, we also stay at KL during our bachelor time
I see.
at Pandan.
Early days.
Taman
Kencana
Kencana.
Pandan.
Taman Kencana Pandan. Actually, we stayed as not at Pandan also. Not only at Pandan, but still university time. We stay together lah. It's a long journey relationship.
I
So
see,
you guys go back many years already lah. Know each other.
We go past up to 2003, I think.
Right.
2003.
Okay.
17 years.
Okay.
Right.
Yeah.
So next question, Bala.
Okay, just maybe you can briefly share with us what's the history of Kerteh FC actually.
I see. Let me give you some snapshot of this Kerteh FC. Apparently, we have doing this small scale Liga Dun from 2010 actually. It's almost 10 years. We're doing at smaller scale up until 2017. We think that we need to move further. So we group almost 45 people that is passionate about football at Kerteh area, sit together and start to plan some strategy. That
45 of you all.
45 people, all volunteer.
I mean, like how do you manage to gather all these guys? Is you put up some flyer or something? Yeah.
Basically, from this, they are organizing committee as well before this. From that smaller scale event, Liga Futsal event, Liga Kampung, Liga Dun, right?
Okay.
So we gather all these people. There is want to see some improvement on this football. Then we try to plan something that is a bit formal. So that is come on the Kerteh FC. So we also see from the organizing from this years, there are a lot of talent at the ground, at the grassroots. Basically, they don't have the platform to reach higher. Kadang-kadang the talent ni mati dekat peringkat kampung saja. Tak ada platform. So I think it's a time for us to provide a right platform for them to reach higher lah. So that is where Kerteh FC was born. Yeah,
Okay.
a little bit snapshot.
Okay, all right.
So I would like to ask that the next thing is who and what is the inspiration for you to start this Kerteh FC? Yang dulu siapa yang orang pertama that
Actually we are not the starter lah. Of course, the continuous punya passion from the kampung boy lah. I can say kampung boy lah because if you come here, you can see the kampung is a nelayan punya environment kan. Beside the oil and gas industry here. So we just continue the effort from our old folks. And as macam Razeman bagi tahu tadi, the 45 members yang initiated this project is actually those yang very passionate dengan football. They have organized it since long time ago. If you can see at our Facebook, I think it posting on 6 April ke Razeman. There is a conversation, an interview with our assemblyman, Datuk Kor, Datuk Bakar kan. He actually through the conversation and interview, he actually already shared how the football era started at Kerteh. Actually started from 1950s, 1950-an lagi.
Okay.
So probably after this you can view it at our Facebook. It's a very special interview session with the Datuk Bakar.
Okay, all right. Okay. So for all of you out there who want a little bit of history on the football scene in Kerteh, you can check out at Kerteh FC's website. It was posted on the 6th of April, right?
If I'm not mistaken, 6th of April.
Okay. So basically, to our listeners out there, we're wondering how this whole interview came about. It was because Kerteh FC uploaded a picture of their logo, their club, their emblem. And it was so mind-blowing. We were so impressed, all the little details that was put inside that logo, that we felt like, wow, this is very, very amazing. So I just want to know, who came up with all the ideas, putting all this detail behind? How did that whole process came about?
All right. Basically, before we start on that idea tu, kita fikir logo ataupun brand ni something yang penting untuk kita bawa untuk club first. And it's something yang kita perlu come out dengan something yang masyarakat nampak is a Kerteh identity. See, that's why we, as a Khusyairi sebut tadi, Kerteh ni ada dua environment. Satu perkampungan nelayan, satu lagi pusat oil and gas. So we combine these two elements into one logo. So that people will have a meaning with their heart, close to their heart. And another point is that we need to combine several elements to make sure people easily recognize their local element. Yeah. And talking about ideas, the ideas come from many people actually. We got one marketing team and media team that is very creative, that come up with a very proposal on this.
A lot of challenge session has been conducted lah. Basically the design came banyak sebenarnya, with an idea of something kita tengok mula-mula tu macam logo Petronas pun ada, macam logo oil and gas company pun ada. Then somehow ada somebody bagi tahu, actually the icon of Kerteh is Bukit Labuhan. If you can see in our Twitter, there's a shot from the drone facing the Bukit Labuhan.
Yeah,
that's the identity that we brought in into the.
So you can clearly see the bukit, the shape of the bukit there.
Yeah.
By the way, I'm also a regular hiker.
Just to add, actually we didn't realize that the bukit looks like in the logo. Somehow I'm not sure our local member here draw like that, and because when we shot from the drone, somehow okay, tak terfikir pun benda tu very significant to our logo.
I see. Anyway, I'm a regular hiker, so are we allowed to hike in that bukit?
Personally, we haven't go there.
Okay, all right.
You must
Sebab
go and
kita ada dengar,
plant your flag. That's the
because we heard there's somebody waiting in the bukit lah.
Oh, okay.
If you there enough, then you come, please come.
Okay. All right. Okay. What? Okay. So, Bala?
Okay, just talking about social media, I think we are kind of impressed and dazzled by the way you're managing social media account. It's very informative, very transparent. I think even your accounts, the details of your financial records are there. I think way better than Super League teams. Actually, who actually manage all this, and is it part of the club direction to be transparent and maybe more professionalism in the way you manage your budget and also your finance?
Alright, if I may start on this question, basically bila kita tumpukan Kerteh FC ni, we put focus on two areas. First is media, because we know that media is very powerful tool for us to brand ourselves. Okay. So we dedicated to form, ada 4 orang freelance photographer yang ada dengan tim kita. Kita ada beberapa orang designer, 4 orang juga, dan kita ada beberapa orang admin juga yang specifically dedicated to handle our account on media. So this bunch of team dedicate themselves with their passionate hobby apa semua ni to make sure kita ada some presence in terms of media. So some of them is very passionate on football. Some of them is start to like football after they join Kerteh FC.
Very good.
Bila kita gabungkan semua kepakaran ni, dia jadi satu tim media yang kita boleh banggakan lah. Alright, and this team was guided by our media director.
Okay.
Right.
Maybe
okay.
Actually, just to add about the content of the media, kan, of course, we were referring to some of the club in Europe, because I think kat Malaysia belum ada lagi club yang just too transparent to share what is their achievement and also how they manage the club. Kalau ada pun sekarang mungkin I can say JDT lah in our local Malaysia kan, yang ada some sort of like that of media punya management. But our reference banyak dekat Europe punya club, how they share their financial management, how they make it profit, the distribution of the merchandise and also ticket and so on. So from that example that we try to replicate the practice into Kerteh FC, and that the result as you have shown lah. If you can view in our media lah.
So it's actually good that you guys are being transparent, open, and everybody can see. In fact, to the extent where your GP, your profit, and everything, is just clearly shown there lah.
Actually, it is also aligned with our vision sebenarnya. Our vision, kita nak the local community here feel that the club is belong to them. It's our community club. Macam kita cakap tadi kat Europe kan. Jadi diorang punya club memang is community punya project. Daripada datuk nenek dulu memang minat ataupun become the fan for that club. So that's how vision kita, our local community here is rasa ada belonging to this club lah.
Sense of belonging lah.
Sense of belonging.
Okay, okay, yeah.
So this
Okay,
is
that's
a club
fundamental
for
actually.
community, not private
Okay.
club.
Right. Okay, that's good.
Yeah.
Okay, we
Okay.
will. Okay. Okay, we will end our segment first, and we'll be back right after this.
Okay, guys, and welcome back again from our first segment. And as we move into the next segment, we like to get in touch again with our guests and get more of their insights on Kerteh FC. So my next question to you guys, ever since starting a club like Kerteh FC, like what are the challenges you guys face? Like I'm sure you guys have gone through many ups and downs. So probably this is a good time to share with us here and with the listeners as well. Yeah.
All right. Of course, when we start this Kerteh FC into the official one, when we plan to do several league under the banner of Kerteh FC, the main challenge at the first is of course financial lah, at the first place. So what we do is that we gather some people yang tahu marketing and tahu to how to going to do something that is luar daripada kebiasaan untuk kita cari dana, cari sponsorship, cari things that can we collaborate with them, kan? So in the first kita cari SME yang kecil dekat Kerteh, kita bagi satu package yang very simple one. For example we come out with the A board, kita susun seluruh kat tepi-tepi padang kita bagi package 1,000 per year for this small company at Kerteh. So basically this is one of initiative from our marketing team lah. Beside of the big ticket team, a big ticket sponsor, for example like Musin, like Mas Travel before this, we try to attach with the community as well, so that community can contribute, because we tak semua orang rasanya belum sampai satu level yang boleh sponsor us with a very big allocation. So kita cuba untuk provide some channel for them to contribute as well.
I see.
Alright, and we try to be very transparent on that, kan?
Yeah. Exactly.
Okay.
So like for your players, and all that. I mean, they are all basically, they have jobs. They are all working and have their jobs and more of this like part time, or can consider. Are there any like full time guys on a payroll, or how?
Alright, for players, as of now ni kita memang semi amateur club lah, kan? So all our players ni ada kerja sendiri. They have their own profession.
Yeah.
So they have 8 to 5 punya job. So we try to arrange the schedule of training based on dia punya availability jugalah. And one thing that is we improve from, and we learn from this Kelang Valley punya club, kita consult legal on how we going to tie this player. So we preparing the contract for them as well, even though we are amateur club.
Yeah.
So you started with dream, kan?
I see.
So every single player have signed contract with Kerteh FC.
Yeah lah. So
Alright.
at least it's like official lah. They have like a contract lah with you guys. Yeah.
Actually, the sign or MOU that the player sign with us is a preparation for us to prepare for the M4 punya liga lah. So we want to avoid the player pinching lah. I think we worried if there is a other club want to chill out our player kan. That's one of the prevention
So
that we conducted lah.
there's a contract lah basically, right? So the guys also
Yes,
have to.
if
Yeah,
you want
yeah.
to breach, then you have to pay ke what not, tak tahu lah.
Yeah.
You have
Just to add,
to pay our transfer fee lah.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
just to add about the financial tadi. For record actually gratefully lah, alhamdulillah, here at Kerteh with the SME punya support, small and entrepreneur kita and medium entrepreneurship kita, actually we got sponsored from the local partner about 16 company 16 company 16 for a year. So with the price I think quite cheap with all our media punya team yang portray their logo and also their business in our live semua, I think is quite attractive to them. It's a local partner. Beside that, we do also have the strategic partner that sponsor around 10k to 30k for a year. So now we are some of the major players start to interest with us, want to sponsor more. I think that's membuahkan hasil lah juga kita punya team media lah. We go to the national lah.
Okay.
Oh.
Yeah. We also sell our streaming in our event, our match.
Okay, all right. That's something quite cool lah. We're able to watch your games. I mean, from anywhere, I suppose. Compared to Liga Super can only watch Astro. Your game people can watch anywhere. Okay, we covered on the sponsorship part and all that. So next up, I think this is more close to Bala's heart with regards to academy and soccer school. So Bala, your question.
Okay, I think we also noticed that you have academy schools, soccer school, and all these things. So how actually you go about all this, especially in terms of recruitment, scouting, and also business potential? How did you actually end up playing recruitment? Is it you all have a plan, or is it you all do a scouting around Kerteh along the way, see any children who can qualify, or maybe go to schools and maybe hire them? What is how you go about it? I just want to understand.
For this soccer school is something yang kita try to give back to community lah. Because we see at Klang Valley they have a lot of soccer school for kids, right?
Correct.
But at the East Coast, selain daripada Kerteh FC, we have Titan Terengganu under PBSNT. Other than that, I don't think so. So Kerteh and the soccer school under Kerteh is basically one of the private lah. So our objective is to, for example, first we want to introduce football to community, and we welcome every kids that come to us. We don't filter them. So mana-mana kids yang nak join kita terima semua. Okay. Yang kedua, from this pool of kids, we try to cari bakat-bakat baru. With the hope in the future they can represent Kerteh FC.
Wow. Okay. All right.
Yeah.
But do you have any kind of age limit, or is there any? I don't know. We have a different batch, maybe pelapis ke, starting baru ke, under 18 ke, and then who are the coaches involved? Are they full time, or are they maybe part of the Kerteh kind of amateur or volunteer kind of business?
As of now, we have our youngest player for the first team is 16 years old right now.
Okay.
But on our soccer school,
wow.
On our first team is 16 years old.
So this one is a prodigy.
Prodigy. He is a Kerteh FC player for the future, I think. For soccer school right now, we have from 6 years to 12. So they have gaps there from 12 to 16. But with time, we plan to introduce under 14 and under 16 to have a complete ecosystem on this from 6 years to first team. But that one is from our roadmap. So kita akan buat secara natural lah, maksudnya slowly.
As you grow lah. Okay, I understand.
As we grow, yes.
Just to
So-
add up, to relate back to our vision kan, by engaging the kids and also children kan yang sekolah rendah ataupun sekolah menengah ni, actually we also attracted their parents to become the fan for Kerteh FC. So kita panggil serampang dua mata lah. So when they send their kids to the training and also some of the competition, so naturally we got natural punya fan lah.
Interesting,
Yeah.
interesting. So
I
since
remember
you-
when
yeah.
I remember when we doing the final match at Kuala Terengganu, some of parents come to support us.
Okay.
Wow. Okay. That's good lah. So they are already a fan.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. So just one question, since we are talking about parents, right? The academy, is it a paid academy or what? So the parents pay to put their kid in there, or is just buka for anybody, any parent to just send their kids? You guys sponsor it, or how does it work?
Okay, for this soccer school, basically in terms of profitability is not our objective lah. Because I guess the equipment is quite expensive, and the fee that we impose to the parent is very low actually. Just very minimal fee, so that we have some collaboration with the parent, and we get the soccer school flow.
I see.
So it's not profit oriented punya objective lah
Okay.
for this one.
Okay.
But
Because yeah. Yeah, you go ahead, Razman. You say?
Because
Yeah.
like Khusyairi shared just now, we got serampang dua mata there. We build our fan base, and we have a natural school that going to be our player for the future, hopefully.
Yeah. So
Yeah,
so in that case, I suppose the parents are not so demanding, because like in Klang Valley, certain soccer school, the parents, because they pay a lot of money, they come with very high expectation and all kind of things lah. So I suppose this one is a collaborative effort lah, parents, you
Yes,
guys, for the
yes.
benefit of the kid lah. Yeah.
Actually,
Yeah.
the parents also very welcome to this club. Actually, some of the parents that we engage, Safawi Rashid came from Dungun, right?
Okay.
Safawi Rashid.
Yeah.
Okay, actually it's just beside Kerteh je dia punya daerah tu. Actually dia pun dulu mungkin dekat sekolah lah dia punya bakat dia gilap kan. So some of the parents that we engage, they also want their kids to become like Safawi Rashid.
The next
Oh,
Safawi
Some
lah.
of the expectation.
Alright.
The next Safawi lah.
Alright. Okay. Alright.
Alright.
So we will close for this segment, and we will be back right after this. Okay, we're back now with our latest segment. And of course, as you all know, currently right now, basically the whole issue is about COVID-19. And I'm sure Kerteh FC is not escaped from this issue. So how do you guys are managing it during this time especially?
All right. For COVID-19, actually, we already cancelled all our planning for soccer school and our first team squad before PKP.
Oh, okay.
Yes, because after we got the warning or notice on this COVID, I think it's not wise for us to proceed our soccer school. That time, I think we prioritize the safety of the kids lah.
Yeah.
So basically, all the first team squad is on leave because we just ended our season on early March. So on the first squad tak ada apa-apa effect sangat lah. Cuma on the soccer school planning, kita terus suspend all the activity.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. So I think in the Facebook we have seen what you call that Sergio Ramos doing his in-house training. And also watch Dybala having training. So how are you devising a training plan to keep Kerteh FC players from being active and not to be, to be maybe lose focus or maybe lose any of their skills? How actually, what kind of program do you all?
Frankly, no specific no specific advice that we talk to our player, but we do believe that our coaching staff already prepared once the player ready to be on the field for the training, for the intensive, I think, to keep the player at their fitness level.
All right.
Hmm. And what about like communication between you, your management staff, the coach, the player? Do you all have like what we're having now, like a Zoom session just to catch up, to update ke apa, anything like that?
Informally, we have a lot of discussion lah. Tapi formally
Okay.
during this PKP tak ada lah. Cuma masih dalam
Okay
mood
lah.
cuti.
Because you all say the season also just baru habis kan, so that for them it's like a break lah.
Off season.
Memang pun
Because
timing is okay lah.
Just
season,
nice lah.
That's nice. Because our league is planned to start after Raya.
Oh.
Hari Raya Aidilfitri. So basically we are on off season and rest season for the player.
Okay.
Yeah.
So the league, okay, just one question. I just wanted to know this league, right? You have 10 teams in the league.
Mm-hmm.
Because I saw I just went on your website and I saw there's a league table there. So this one was the league season that just over punya.
Okay.
Alright. Talking about that league kan, kita ada satu liga yang kita participate as a team. That called Eastern Ghana Amateur League. That one organized by under M4 kan, by PBSNT. And another one that we organize at Kerteh, Kemasih. We call it Kemasih Amateur League.
That one for community lah.
That one is for community. This Kemasih Amateur League ni participated by various small kampung boys. Kampung Taman Panales, Felda Kerteh 5, Kampung Cabang. See, this kampung-kampung team will gather into one league and we're going to pick the best players from all of the teams, which is will absorb into the Kerteh team, Kerteh FC team. We select almost about 25 from all of them to be our player.
And like a feeder club lah.
Yeah, feeder club. Yeah, correct.
And how many team in this league? This KL? Banyak sana.
15 ke 16 lah.
16
I think. 16.
So that's a very very big pool of player already, that you guys can.
For your info, we got almost 600 players registered for KL.
Wow. Okay. Wow. That's a lot.
That's a lot.
Yeah. Okay.
Because one team submitted of 25 players. Yeah.
Okay. So, speaking of your target and your visions, I mean, where do you foresee yourself to be, say, in the next 5 years? I mean, of course, now with COVID-19, a lot of plans may have hiccup, but overall, in terms of your plan, what is your goal for the next 5 years?
You see, when we start to do the strategic planning for this club at 2018, last 2 years, we have developed our 10 years plan.
Wow. Okay.
So there's a lot of milestone to be achieved on that roadmap in terms of organization of the club itself, where we want to go as a club, in terms of team, in terms of facilities, in terms of sponsorship, in terms of marketing, and in terms of media as well. So all of these elements have their specific target for the next 10 years. So Alhamdulillah, we can see that almost 70% of that milestone already been achieved within these 3 years.
Oh, okay.
So
Wow.
Okay.
Okay.
All right.
Congrats.
Wow.
Yeah, congratulations, guys. Yeah.
Yes, please pray that we can sustain the achievement.
Yeah, I'm sure you. I mean, as long as you guys put good work, I don't see why not. Yeah. Okay.
yeah. For example, we start to join TAL last year with the target to stay in the league, not to be relegated.
Okay.
But at the end of the day, Alhamdulillah, with good fortune, we managed to champion the league.
Wow. Okay. Wonderful.
Yeah.
Congratulations.
Okay.
Wonderful. Yep.
So another one milestone that we like to share with you in the next 3 to 5 years, we would like to have some collaboration with the international club. So as of now, we already have contacts with several international club, and we would like to share with you after this if we have good news on that.
Okay.
Wow.
Yeah, please.
We look forward to it, man.
Yeah, correct. We should look forward for it.
Yeah.
Really look
Stay
forward.
tuned with our social media.
Yeah,
Stay tuned,
we'll do.
Okay, sure.
It's okay. Our Bola Bola also got international listener, so Kerteh FC will go to the world.
Yes.
Thank you for your support.
No problem.
Okay. Right.
Okay. I think every big achievement starts with a small beginning. In fact, I think like Juventus all started with the North County fans who actually went to Italy and they started a small town like that. So I think Kerteh FC is having a similar kind of ambitions. So are we looking into?
Okay. Never mind.
Are we looking in? Yes,
Okay.
Yeah.
Proceed.
Let's proceed.
Yeah.
Okay, so are you looking into maybe having your own stadium?
Of course lah. That's the answer.
Okay.
Actually, every football club part of our roadmap actually. In the next 10 years, we want to have one stadium that has a capacity at least 1,000 seaters.
We
If
call
we're
it,
lucky, yeah,
we call it the rig.
The
the rig?
Okay.
the rig. Yes.
Oh, okay.
If we're lucky, then perhaps in the next 5 to 7 years, we will realize the stadium. Please play for us.
Okay. I mean,
Sure, maybe come watch it.
Just thinking outside the box, have you thought of having your home ground offshore on the rig itself? Oh.
So you have to fly the chopper to go.
The one is very ambitious, I think.
Yeah. Okay.
And the nickname you guys are called the Oilers, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Any reason because of, is it because it's just Kerteh and an oil town? Is it mainly because of that, or you have another history with the name? Because the Oilers, if you like American sport, the Oilers, the US also used to have a team. So there is a history, is it, on this?
Yes, of course, because we want to relate to the element and our dream of community ni. If you tengok kita punya media punya, for example, the rig is a connection with the oil and gas. We have the Oilers of our team, and we have flare in our logo, kan, yang represent oil.
Yeah.
So oil is our brand strategy lah. that is close to our heart at Kerteh.
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
If I
Yeah.
can say,
Yeah.
All right.
Great.
Main industry,
Great.
I guess. So,
maybe
Yeah.
kalau Sherry nak tambah tu.
Uh, of course lah, we go back to our vision to make it a community punya project that relates to the belonging to the club. So we try to find the nearest symbol that we can relate. Of course, at Kerteh, beside the fishermen, we have the oil and gas industry here. So I think most of the players also working in the oil and gas industry.
naturally.
So much it will be related to
Yeah.
them also
Yeah.
lah.
Okay,
Yeah.
that's great.
True.
Okay.
Great.
And just one more thing before we wrap up this podcast. What advice can you guys give for anyone who have a similar ambition to start a football team? You know, like Kerteh FC, or you have any advice for our listeners out there?
It start with a dream, I think. Number one, you must have dream. Number two, I think you have a good team and have a good plan. So I think that these three elements will get you far on this football scene.
Okay.
Yeah. Yeah.
Just want to add on what Elvin said also, because this one usually I went through, I think even maybe you also went through. It's difficult to get 10 players to play futsal on any weekend. So actually, I kind of impressed. Actually, would say how actually manage 45 of your people, be able to pull them into that, and you come up with such a thing. What was actually motivation or inspiration behind this entire? I don't know, the spirit of Kerteh FC actually.
Like I said before this, all the 45% here very passionate in the football since their early days. The 45 punya spectrum ataupun range of age kan, bukan muda-muda tau. Some of them actually 50s lah, and then some of them early 20s. So we
see.
have a full set of team lah to think about this club.
So I think Bala, next time you should play futsal in Kerteh lah. You can definitely get more than 10 people. Yeah.
Because usually I ended up futsal either 8 fullers or 9 fullers, which you can't even play and you can't even go home.
Okay, all right. So, I mean, any last words, guys, before we wrap up the show? Anything that you would like to share with our listeners out there?
Thanks again for Bola Bola show for inviting us today. I guess you guys did a great job to complete the ecosystem of football in Malaysia.
Okay,
And we at
so much.
Kerteh FC so proud can share something with all of you today, so that together we improve our football scene in Malaysia.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay.
Thank you.
For me, before we end this session, I also want to recognize one of our key personnel lah yang run this project is if I can say that his name is Syed Amir lah, Syed Hairul Amir. So that's the one yang is our backbone lah, and also
Our CEO.
Our CEO lah, dia CEO kita. And then and also all the Kerteh FC punya team daripada management, coaching staff, players, and also kita punya fan base kita kat sini, keep support us lah in this project.
All right. So, basically, Elvin, go ahead.
Yeah. Okay. No, I'm saying if if people interested to buy your merchandise, your Kerteh FC jersey and everything, is it available for fans out there to purchase?
They may contact through our social media lah. Just PM and some our media team very responsive, and through that we can process whatever that the request lah, insyaAllah.
Okay. All right.
Great. Okay, Steven, you wanted to...
Any last words, Bala?
Yeah.
I think I wish all the best for Kerteh FC. I think you're showing a very good professionalism and also a great ambition. I hope you guys can succeed as it is. I really hope one day I can come to your stadium and watch and support Kerteh FC.
Yeah.
Thank you very much.
So
Good
really
luck.
wish you
Okay.
guys all the best, man, and great achievement so far. 70% of your target and your milestone already there. So keep it rolling, guys.
Yeah.
Great
Yeah,
job.
just-
Great job.
Thank you, Elvin.
Yeah,
Alright.
we can see that the passion is there. So I think as long as you guys keep going on the right track, I think I nothing can go wrong. Everything starts small. Even the other day we were watching the English game, Blackburn, club kecil je, start small, and now one day become Premier League champion. So you never know. 100 years from now, where is Kerteh FC going to be?
Oh, the English game at Netflix, right?
Yes.
Premier League
Yes.
at Netflix, right?
Yeah.
But it's already in my list to view.
Okay,
Tapi
don't
belum
worry.
lagi lah.
Dalam MCO boleh tengok lagi. Okay.
All right. So basically, usually we wrap our show with the some sort of like a chanting lah. Huh? We just say modular bola bola, then the negara part, everybody will as loud as you can lah. All right. Are we ready?
Alright, okay.
Okay. With that
Alright.
and done. Thank you so much. So modular bola bola untuk.
Negara.
All right. Okay. Wonderful.
Wonderful.
Bye.
Thank you.